If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button. It does absolutely nothing but boost my ego. If you're interested in IRL stuff, I am doing a video game collection series right now. Please feel free to check that out. And of course, if you need coins, head over to U7Buy. The link for that is in the description. Use the code TVM at checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another episode of the Liverpool Past and Present. We're going to get into the Bundesliga in just a second, but one semi-final flurry, just pick really, to try and get a team of the season from the Premier League. This was last night. It was a 1 of 384 plus player pick. We already have a duplicate Rice. I'm looking for a team of the season. It's another Declan Rice. Fantastic. So we are into Bundesliga team of the season. Erling Haaland has got himself a team of the season, which of course will be the last one in a Dortmund shirt now that he's joined Oil FC. And then we've got Lewen, Kimmich and Kunku, of course. Bellingham. Wirtz looks really good, and 95 rated as well. Diaby would be very, very good because he's going to be unbelievably quick. You've got Neuer, always. Muller, as always. Davis, as always. And then Kostic, to be fair, as always, but not as high rated as normal, I don't think. And then you've got some decent looking cards in there. Frimpong has been sensational for me as a silver this year. And I'm going to be using him again in order to get the objective cards. But there are some really, really nice cards. And of course, we do have some objectives and we're going to have some SBCs as well. Now, I'm not as bothered by the Bundesliga, or indeed the Serie A or the La Liga. I kind of half want some French League players because I do have a very strong French League outfit, and I'd kind of like to make it a little bit better just for aesthetics. Really, I don't really plan on playing much of anything with anyone at the moment, apart from my Prem teams or my Liverpool past and present, I should say. This Griffo's interesting, more so than anything else, because you need to win 8 matches in squad battles on professional difficulty, or rivals, of course, with 11 Italian league players. 11 Italian players, not league players, in your starting squad. I read this wrong initially because if you go back and up here, it says score 8 goals with players minimum 4-star skill moves in your starting squad. That's fine. Not starting squad, but you know what I mean. Assist 8 goals with through balls using Bundesliga players. So I don't often read beyond that point because that's what I need to do. But I sort of half took in my mind that I needed at least 8 starting Bundesliga players or something. You don't. And then score using Bundesliga players in 5 separate squad battles matches. So if you have that Caligiuri card, you will be able to use him as part of the Italian team, and then you'll be able to bring on 3 subs that are Bundesliga players around Caligiuri. So you'll have 4 players on the pitch at any one time that can score goals, and you don't have to worry about who's on the ball at any one time or anything like that. For people like me who don't have very good Bundesliga players and who don't have Italian Bundesliga players, this is going to be a little bit, it's a bit of a slog more than anything, especially 8 wins to get that 1 token. Is it just me, or have they gone out of their way to make obtaining those team of the season swap tokens a little bit more, not harder, but just more grueling than they have been in previous ones? But that Griffo card, I mean, he looks alright. 2-star weak foot is absolutely shocking. 4-star skills. It's not anywhere near as good as a lot of in fact, I don't think that's a good card at all, to be honest. A lot of people might disagree with me, and that's fine. I don't think that's anywhere near as good as a lot of the other team of the season cards that are available. If it wasn't for the token, I don't think I'd bother, to be honest. And then we have a flashback Sula that is in the objectives, which is a little bit on a weird side, really. I would have expected this card to be available as an SBC. So let's have a little look. Score 3 outside of the box goals in live foot friendly Bundesliga best. So you need to score 3 outside of the box goals to get that token. People are going to be trying finesses for days. Assist 4 goals using using defenders. Win 4 matches and then score using German players in 10 separate matches. Those are never really difficult. It's just sort of long-winded. At least it's not crosses. And then obviously there's going to be nothing in milestones. I didn't get that done in the end. I do apologise. I just ran out of time trying to do other things and what have you. So let's go over to the SBCs and see if we have an SBC for today. Let's go over to Team of the Season first before we look at anything else. So, Team of the Season Flash Challenge 1 gives us a 45k pack. That's going to give us a 25k. That's going to be a token and a 25k pack. And that's it for today, which is absolutely fine. do we have a player? Kulusevski was dropped yesterday. Ronaldo, Axel Witsel. We'll talk about him in a minute. Let's go over to Ronaldo very briefly, because Ronaldo was dropped yesterday and I'm conflicted. So I'm doing Liverpool past and present. I may have mentioned it once or twice. He's obviously never played for Liverpool, has absolutely no intention of ever playing for Liverpool, and doesn't have any affiliation with Wales. So, if anything, Wales don't like him. So, where do I stand on this? Don't do it, realistically. It's not the best Ronaldo card that there is, of course, but it's a Ronaldo card, and I would imagine he would be very, very good. And I have more than enough fodder, I believe, to be able to complete the whole thing without even having to spend a coin, which is mad when you think of how it's not expensive, but it's up there. It's about 800-900k, but I have enough. I think I've got enough in my club to do it, and I kind of want to do it. But at the same time, am I ever going to use him? Because I'm never going to bring him on in a game where I'm using my Liverpool team. So what's the point? And I don't need Premier League players at the moment. Now I'm going to need Bundesliga players. So using the fodder to get someone like Axel Witsel might actually benefit me more. 4-star, 4-star. And a very well-rounded card. A lot better than that Griffo. Different position, of course, but still, it just stands out a lot more. 99 passing, really good defensive stats, great physical, really good dribbling. Balance might be a little low, but the rest of it is just fantastic. That would be far more appealing to me. I kind of want it to be, dare I say, 84, 85. It's probably going to be like 86, 87. 83, 86. I mean, it's basically the same thing. I'm very tempted to do Axel Witsel, to be honest. It would bolster my midfield in my Bundesliga team. It would make obtaining all the objective players a lot easier. And I need to put fodder somewhere. So I think there's a very good chance that I actually do Axel Witsel. My Bundesliga team right now, not looking good. EFL is still in packs, obviously. The problem I have, is I can't even look at the packs. I have 2 Declan Rices. I'm going to need to get these teams done, like now, just so that I can open the Bundesliga pack. So I'm going to go and complete Axel Witsel right now. So segment 1 done. All this is like low-rated fodder as far as I'm concerned. Of course, I do have an 86 Hummels in there, but it's just Hummels. And then we've got Busquets, but again, it's just Busquets. They're not like the most expensive of fodder. And then Rice in the middle with absolutely no chemistry to him whatsoever, but there we are. That's 1 Declan Rice gone. I am going to go a little bit overboard, and I am going to throw Declan Rice into an 83 rated team, but that should mean that we can use nearly all of them, like 80 rated cards, if I have any, because I don't really think I have many. So yeah, as it turns out, I don't really have many cards under 83 rated. Ndombele and Hazard were the only ones that I had, and Bailey as well, who weren't 83 or above, because my club is completely empty because I've just been doing upgrades. But I managed to find 3 silvers to throw in there and a couple of 82s, and of course I needed a Belgian card as well as a team of the week, which is really irritating. But there goes the final Declan Rice, and Axel Witsel is mine. And to be quite frank, if you go and look at my club, it will be almost like nothing was ever used. We still have Declan Rice, and I now have a 93 Axel Witsel to add to the club, so I'm not going to complain at that. The main reason I wanted to do this was so that it makes getting the objective cards a little bit easier. Having to use more or less a Bundesliga team for the majority of it, especially Sula, for example. I would imagine that he is going to make my life a lot easier. And then playing squad battles and having like a Bundesliga base for the most of it, I would have thought. Maybe even bringing him on and trying to get goals with him. Because I think he's tall, right? 6'1", and his heading... Yeah, 95 heading, 91 jumping. Most of my goals against the AI come from set pieces, like corners. Verghorst is insane from corners, and I get loads of goals with him, so that'll come in handy. 14 packs to open. They're not going to be particularly very good, and I am going to whiz through them if they're not blue, or they're not like a walkout, shall we say. So we'll just get through it as quickly as possible, and we'll probably end up discarding quite a few things that we end up packing along the way. But we want to get to that Bundesliga pack, really. That's the only reason why I wanted to get rid of those Declan Rices as fast as I did. One more chance to get a Premier League team of the season, like I mentioned, though, and that'll come through squad battles. And then next week, when squad battles refreshes again, we'll have a shot at a Bundesliga and an EFL, which is quite big, really, because EFL, there's a couple of cards in there I wouldn't mind getting. Wilson being the standout. I wouldn't mind getting Mitrovic. They're not expensive, to be honest. I could go and buy them, but wherever you can get them for free, minus time, then I'll do it. I'll try. So we'll see what happens. I don't really mind playing squad battles as much. I mean, I do and I don't, right? It's kind of a love-hate thing. I don't mind it because I can just pause it whenever I want. I can look away most of the time, and it's not difficult. But I hate it because it's boring. So, yeah, it's one of those. Let's keep going. So far, I think we've had one duplicate, and that was tradable. So that's not bad. How many more packs do we have? Let's do the 75 rated player. I think we've probably got about 3 or 4 before we get to that Bundesliga pack. Not expecting to get anything, but anything that can help me on my path for the objectives. It would be really good if they threw out more objectives than was not humanly possible, but like realistically possible to complete, so that you could just pick and choose what you wanted to do. Because if you don't want Sula, or I don't want Griffo. I actually don't want Griffo. So what do I do then? Well, I've got to do them because there's nothing else to do. I might as well do it because that's it. That's my only option. These packs are diabolical, by the way. So it would be really nice if they just threw out. I always forget that Karius actually still plays for us. But yeah, it would be nice if they threw out more objectives. But there we are, that's life. So yeah, I do have that 81 plus. I've got 2 of those French ones, which is exciting. But let's do the 15k pack first, before we get to that Bundesliga pack. It's going to be nothing. So we've had 1 board, I think, in all of those. But we've had only like 1 duplicate, maybe 2 duplicates. That doesn't count. Claret might sell for something, but I will discard it anyway. And here we go. This is why I did... Well, not why I did, but it's like part of the reason why I decided to do Axel Witsel for a shot at a team of the season. I would love one. Frimpong, to be honest, if I could hand pick, it probably would be someone like Diaby, but or Haaland would be nice. But let's go Plezier. It's a walkout. It's going to be someone that I don't care about. It is going to be Castiles, which it's not ideal, is it, really? I mean, someone like Gnabry or something to help me along. Royce, Upamecano for the back. I mean, to be fair, it's kind of like here is a very basic team. Royce won't see the light of day because I have a better version of him in the club. I have Manuel Neuer already, so he won't play. Upamecano, I think, is probably, maybe taps over, but probably not, going to be the only player that I actually use in the objectives here. So that was disappointing, but that's life. That's going to do it. 6 PM content. If you have enjoyed it, do me a favour and hit the like button. Let me know if you got anything good when you opened your Bundesliga pack, assuming that you managed to keep it for as long as I have. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Until the next time, goodbye.